Today we have the 7th Dhamma Talk of the Vasana season 2025. Today the topic is Sīle. So this is the, I should say, one of the stepping stone of path to Nibbana. Last week we start with Dāna, so that's the first step. So this week we have the Sīla, that's the second step. And next week we have the third step, bhavana, or the meditation. So those are the three major steps in path to Nibbana. So, and today's, the 7th Dhamma Talk is sponsored by Mr. Manjula and Rukmani family. So we would like to invite Mr. Manjula to offer flowers and pana.
Okay. Dear friends, say sadhu, 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 sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today we are going to start a 7th Dhamma Talk of Vasana period or rainy retreat. Before starting our Dhamma Talk, please bring your hands together very close to the heart and say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. Now I am going to invite all the deities who wish to listen Dhamma, then listen the stanzas with confidence. Samanta cakkavālesu Atra gaccantu devata Saddhammang muni rajassa Sunantu sagga mokkadaṃ Dhammat savana kālo ayaṃ badantā Dhamma savana kālo ayaṃ badantā Dhammat savana kālo ayaṃ badantā. Now I am going to worship to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Antojāta bahijātā jātāya jātithapajā Gotama pucchāmi imaṃ vijati jātan Sīle patiṭṭhāya naro sapañño Cittaṃ paññañca bhāvayaṃ Ātāpī nipako bhikkhu imaṃ vijati jātan titi. Dear friends in Dhamma, today you're going to listen very important Dhamma talk. This is very essential as well as it's very important for our day-to-day life. I have started my Dhamma sermon from confidence, Shraddha. Then after that I explain Shraddha is not enough, but you need to understand who I am in Buddhism. Which kind of person? Because we have two kind of person in Buddhism. What are they? Suttavat and Nasuttavat. One who likes to Dhamma, the other person who doesn't like to Dhamma like that, simply. Then you can decide who I am. Then after that I explain kilesa, craving, like that. Now we started our major wholesome actions, which is called in Buddhism Sila, Samadhi, Pañña. Morality, concentration and wisdom. Already I have started and I did one Dhamma talk on generosity. Among those Dhamma talk, these three topics are very essential. The basic practices that you can practice in your life. The morality, self-control or Sila. Then I have selected one of the very interesting stanza. One is preached by the Buddha, the other one is preached by the God. God meaning deities. The first one you can see, one of the deity who came very close to the Buddha and asked one of the biggest and the confusion question by saying Antojāta bahijātā jātāya jātithapajā Gotama pucchāmi imaṃ vijati jātan. This you can see in we have a very well-known book called Visuddhimagga, very popular in Buddhist context. You can find the beginning of the Visuddhimagga, you can see this stanza. This is actually not a Buddha's words. This deity's word. He asked, well, not the Medakasham, like Antojāta. Antojāta meaning there is a confusion or problems inside. Here also I mentioned inside beings are burning. Furthermore, there is a problem inside. Bahijātā. As well as there is a problem in outside. The outside beings are burning. Inside beings are burning. Outside beings are burning. But furthermore, I think very simple in this way, there is a problem inside and there is a problem in outside. That's the way that you need to understand. Jātāya jātithapajā. Because of those inside and outside problems, People are confusion. They don't know how to solve those problems. So then they say, Tam tang Gotama pucchāmi so imaṃ vijati. You are the one and only person who can solve inner problems and outside problems. You can solve. Please, Bhante, tell me how to solve inner problems and outer problems our life. At that time, Buddha explained one of the very important and essential stanza. What is that? It is start from the Sila. That is why I have selected that. Okay, I will give the solution for your problems. Sīle patiṭṭhāya naro sapañño. Okay, if you want to solve these problems, what you have to do first? Sīle patiṭṭhāya. You need to practice morality. That's the first theory. If you are in suffering, if you are in a burning, what do you have to do first? Please practice morality. Sila. Sīle patiṭṭhāya naro sapañño Cittaṃ paññañca bhāvayaṃ. Not only that, but also you need to develop concentration. Concentration meaning meditation like that, mindfulness. And Cittaṃ paññañca bhāvayaṃ, and not only that, but also you have to practice wisdom. Simply, if you want to solve all the problems outside and inside, then you need to practice Sīla, morality, Samadhi, concentration, and pañña, wisdom. These three things you have to practice in your daily life. Then only you can remove, defeat, or eradicate all the problems that you have. Then, here I mentioned the meaning. The wise one established in morality, cultivating mind and wisdom. With energy and mindfulness, such a person overcomes the fire of suffering. Then, now what is Sīla? According to suttas and other explanation, if you can control your mind and body and your speech, I can mention that as a Sīla. Or this is self-control. Sometimes self-discipline. This is very important, our day-to-day life, but it is difficult actually. One of the monks, there is one incident in Buddha's period. There was a monk who was struggling with Sīla or morality. Because how many morality do we have? High ordination monks. How many Sīla precepts does novice monks have? 10. Novice monk means samanera. 10. How about lay? They have 5, 10, 8, no, according to their observation. How about for the high ordination monks? They have 207, like that, 276, as I remember, or however more than 200. Then, we have a lot of Sīla. Then, that monk was struggling with Sīla. Then, he's going to disrobe. Disrobe meaning he's going to give up monkhood. He wants to go home and enjoy lay life, normal life. Then one of the monks came in front of the Buddha and said, Bhante, that monk was struggling with Sila. Do you have any solution for that? And he is going to disrobe. Do you have any solution for that? Yes, I have. So then, please call to come to my place. Then that monk came in front of the Buddha. Then at that time asked, is that true? That incident, that saying? Yes, it is true. So what is the reason? I am unable to protect all the precepts. That is why I want to give up robes or I want to disrobe. Okay, I will give the one method, so one solution for this. What is that? Can you protect one precepts? It's too easy, no? Because already he has more than 200. Then one precept is very easy. Then he said, I'm okay with one precepts. Okay. If you want to, in the order of sasana, you have to protect only one sila or one precepts, which is called controlling mind. Or you have to control your mind. That's that one and only sila that you have. Then he realized what the Buddha said. He tried to, or he protect his mind, and he was as a monk in order of sasana. Now you can understand what is the major point. Don't struggle with the sila, like by saying, "Oh, this sila I am unable to protect all the sila." Don't stress with the sila. Don't overthink about the sila. Sila depends on where you think, how you can approach, how you can think. Then that is why Buddha say you have to protect only one sila, which is called controlling mind. You have to control your mind. That is sila. Then one of that is statement. And also, furthermore, we have another explanation in Visuddhi Magga, and one of the sutta, I don't remember that, but however, there are people protect sila because of three incidents or three movements. One is lokādhipatiya. Some people criticize when we do bad things, no? When we do bad thing, if we kill animals or anyone stealing and also sexual misconduct, like that, sometimes people criticize ourselves. Due to that reason, sometimes we protect morality. You don't have a lot of you don't have a strong wisdom, but you protect that because of the people who criticize you. That is also sila. However, he tried to control, no? That's what is the second one. Attādipatiya, morality. Sometimes you upset with yourself, you blame to yourself, or you are doing bad things, you are killing, you are stealing, you are sexual misconduct, you are telling lies, like that. Then you blame to your life, then now you are going to control your life. That is also kind of a morality. And also we have another, the Sila called Dhammadipatiya. That is really good. He understood, he realized the suffering and non-self, ego-less, or like that, of the world, of the yourself and everything. He understood all conditional things are impermanence, like that. Then he protects Sila, morality. That is admirable. But however, if you can protect due to the people who criticize you, and sometimes you protect Sila because of your criticism, your self-criticism. And the final one, Dhammadipati, meaning you understand or you understood about impermanence, suffering non-self. That is why you are protecting Sila. That's very important and very admirable. Then please try to understand Sila is very important. And other thing is, why do you worship to the monks? The major reason is Sila or morality, self-controlling. In Buddha explained three things, and he advised to us, don't think these three things are small, or don't try to enjoy with them. The one is fire. Is fire small? No. You can see very small fire. It can destroys whole the world within 1 and 2 hours. Who can do that? No, it can do that. Therefore, smallest fire can do the bad to the society within 1 and 2 seconds. No, that is why don't think. The Buddha said, don't think that fire as a smaller thing. Don't try to enjoy with fire. It is too much dangerous. What is the other one? The other one is snake. The poison of the snake. The poison of the snake is small? No. Very dangerous. Sometime after biting, we will die. Then too very dangerous. Then the Buddha advised, don't play and don't enjoy with snake. Can you guess the next one? I think you can guess. The Buddha said, don't play or don't enjoy with novice monk, at least novice monk. Sometimes we think this is the smaller monk, small monk, little monk. But Buddha said, don't think that way. If he has accumulated, or if he practice good things, or morality, concentration, wisdom, you try to play, but don't play with them because they have higher accumulation or higher merits in his life. Then you have to be awareness of that. Sometimes some monks older. The older is measured not according to their age, according to their morality, concentration and wisdom, how they can understand impermanence, suffering and non-self. Therefore, don't play with the monks, at least smallest monk, by thinking this monk is very small, little monks. Don't do that. Like fire is not small and snake, the poison of the snake is not small. That is the kind of explanation about the Sila. I think now you have some idea why Sila is important for our day-to-day life. Furthermore, when we hear word Sila, we can think of it simply as living in harmony. Harmony with ourselves because we live without guilt or remorse. And harmony with others because we do harm them. Harmony with law of karma because we plant wholesome seeds that bring wholesome fruits. Then as a lay person, you have 5 precepts. This is not, first of all I would like to mention, these are not commandments. These are not commandments. These are very essential to build up good society. This is not don't misunderstood about the Sīle. Buddha didn't commandment to anyone. If you like, you can practice. If you want to practice morality, you have to be awareness of 5 precepts. What are the 5 precepts? I think everybody knows. Pāṇātipātā Vairamani. To refrain from killing. There is one important thing that you need to understand. Protecting 5 precepts is not enough. Sometimes you think, I'm not killing anyone, I'm not stealing, I'm not misconducted, I'm not telling lies, I'm not drinking alcohol like that, anything. So now I am protecting Sīla. Sometimes you think that way, but that is half. I think, have you heard about the word called Charitta Sīla and the Varitta Sīla? There is 2 kind of Sīla, Charitta Sīla and the Varitta Sīla. Do and not to do. Do and not to do. What is that? Do and not to do. 50 do, another 50 not to do. Altogether, you have 100 marks. Then you have a good result. What is that? I will say one example you to understand. You are suffering, you assume, you are suffering illness like headache, whatever thing. Then you go to meet a doctor. Then doctor give advice, do and not to do. What do? Please take tablets by considering time. And when you get tablets, please eat before getting tablets, like that, no? Some guidelines doctor give for us to do. As well as doctor say something about not to do. What is that? Don't get ice cream. Don't eat ice cream, and don't drink. Don't bath with cold water, like this. No, the doctor says some guideline, do and not to do, which is called in Buddhism Charitta Sīla and Varitta Sīla. Likewise, in 5 precepts you have that. Okay, I will explain that. The one is, I'm not going to explain one by one, but take 1 precepts. What is that? To refrain from killing. That is the one theory. The Buddha say, not to do. Now what to do now? What we have to do? The Buddha say, nihita dando, nihita satto, sabbapānu bhūtānu hitānu kampi viharati. That says, refraining from killing is not enough, as well as you have to do another thing. What is that? Nihita satto, nihita dando. You have to give up weapons and other tools. If you have weapons and other tools, that means one day, if you have any trouble, you are going to kill. I don't know, it is depend on the culture, but I explained Buddha's theory. If you have any tools or whatever thing, that meaning, if you have any incidents, that meaning you are going to kill. Then Buddha said, refraining from killing is not enough. But as well as you have to keep away your weapons, tools like that, knife, some weapons. But you can do that, okay, because at least you are protect half. Refraining from killing meaning you have protect one path. not 2, you have protected half of your Sila. But if you can more and more practice, what you have to do is, you have to keep away your tools, weapons, knife, like that. Nihita sando, nihita satto, lajji. And you should have shyness to kill anyone. Should have shyness to kill anyone. Nihita satto, lajji. As well as dayapanno, hita sabbapanu, bhutanu, hitanu kampi viharati. I mentioned that cultivating compassion for all beings. You have to love to the all beings. Yeah. Then you are going to feel your precepts. Sometimes you abstain from killing animals. I'm okay. But you don't have a compassionate thoughts on animals or beings. What will happen? Sometimes you are not killing anyone, but always you are blame to the people. Therefore, you have the 2 ways to protect, which is called in do and not to do morality. Do morality and not to do morality. Every precept has 2 sides. I mentioned in brief in my explanation, adatta dana, to refrain from stealing half. What is the other one? Living with honestly and generosity. You are not steal, it's okay, I totally agree. But you have to practice generosity too. Then only you can fill up your another half. Honestly, no? And generosity. Okay, next one. Kāmesu miccāchāra veramani, to refrain from sexual misconduct, living with respect and responsibility. Sometimes you have this morality, but the thing is, you don't protect others' family. You say some gossip about some family members. What will happen? That means you are going to break up their family. But you are refrain from sexual misconduct. You are in a Sīle. But the thing is, you destroy other families' harmony by saying gossips. Then try to be awareness of your Sīle. Then what is the next one? Musāvāda, to refrain from false speech, speaking truthful and creating trust. Try to always say good words to the society. Why? What we can say? This is kind of a good words to the society. You also can do that. We have a special word in Buddhism, sadhu. What is the meaning of sadhu? Good, like that. If somebody say I did this kind of activity, then you can say sadhu. That meaning, yeah, you good, and you also praising like that, no? Then keep that in your memory, and by using your words, you can talk good words to the society, and you can recite Buddha's qualities by saying Itipiso Bhagava. Then only you will have in supramundane life good mouth. Others believe your mouth. Do you remember one incident in Buddha's period? The Buddha enlightened. After enlightenment of the Buddha came in, visited to 5 ascetics. Kondanya, Vappabaddiya, Mahanamasaji. Did they believe Buddha's enlightenment? No. They didn't believe the Buddha's enlightenment. Then what Buddha did? Buddha asked, Buddha said, now I have become enlightened one in the world, but they didn't believe that. Then Buddha asked again, have I ever said telling lies or untruthful words to you? At that time, ascetic Gotama memorized, the Buddha never told lies. Then this would be true. Not would be, this must be true. Then they accept Buddha's enlightenment. Now you can understand how telling truth is impermanent. Others believe your word. Then, but you can use some like we have another word, jātāya, presence of mind. If somebody going to kill you or something, then you want to escape from your death, then you can use which is called presence of mind. Not saying lies, but you can do something different, but be careful about the fool or telling lies is very dangerous. If you do that more and more, the society will be without harmony, Then please try to protect the precepts of telling lies. Then, what is the other one? Surameraya, majjapamadattana, to refrain from intoxicants, keeping the mind clear and mindful. So, because of this, what is happening in the world. So, these are not commandments, they are training roles undertaken with wisdom and compassion. When we keep them, our life becomes lighter, our minds peaceful, and our relationships become trustworthy. Then please keep your mind 5 precepts and protecting morality. Okay, how you can protect your morality? The Buddha explained that Kikiva andam chamariva valading. This is including, there is a statement, I think, I don't know, more than 10 like that, which is called Rahulavada. In Rahulavada, Buddha mentioned, Kikiva andam chamariva valadin, piyanva puttaṃ nayanangva ekakaṃ, tatheva Sīlaṃ anurakhamanaka, supesala sada sagara. This is heart-touching explanation of the Buddha about Sīla. Very important. How Buddha explained to protect Sīla? Just as a lapwing protects her eggs. Have you seen that? I also haven't seen that, but sometimes you have seen that. I haven't seen that, but explain that when lapwing protects her eggs, she thinks the sky fall down, therefore she protects her eggs, not a regular shape, the up shape. Yeah, he look up the sky and protect her eggs by thinking, sky may fall down to my eggs. That is how lapwings protects her eggs. Likewise, Buddha says you have to protect your morality. Buddha give another example, Kikiva anda. And chamariva valadin. Peacock, peacock, you have seen peacock. This example, I think everybody knows that. Peacock. Just as a peacock guards or protect its tail. Without tail, I think peacock is not nice, no? not nice. Likewise, if people don't have morality, their life is not beautiful like that, no? When if you have a Sīla in your life, you are like a peacock. But Buddha said, you have to protect your morality. How? Just as a peacock protect its tail. The second example. The third one, piyanva puttaṃ. Piyanva puttaṃ. Piyanva meaning I here mention only mother, but you can say parents, whoever. Just as a mother protects her only child. Assume that you have a one and only child. You are love all the child, I know, the children, I know that. But if you have a one and only child, we consider if he don't have, we will have to suffer, then you are protect. Always you protect your one and only child. Likewise, Buddha say, please protect your morality, Sīla. And nayanangva ekakam, just as a person protects his only eyes. The person, assume the person has only one eyes, then what will happen? If he doesn't have that, then he go into blind, no? Then he has to protect his one and only eyes. The final Buddha say, Tateva Sīlaṃ anurakkhamaṇaka. In the same way, one should carefully guard their morality with reverence and with care. And meaning, Tateva Sīlaṃ anurakkhamaṇaka supesala hota sada sagarava. Likewise, how? The way, just as lapwing protects her eggs, and just as peacock guards its tail, just as mother protects her only child, just as person protects his only eye, please protect your morality. Then we have another important two teaching in the Buddha. This is not only Buddhist, but also anybody who protect these two is very important to the society. But in the Cakkavattī Sihiyanāda Sutta, as I remember, in that sutta Buddha explained, one day this world going to vanish, disappeared, or destroy. World is destroyed by our hatred, delusion, ignorance. Because we are too much doing now that. The Buddha explained in the Cakkavattī Sihiyanāda Sutta, the future people, they too much attach sexual misconduct or craving to the sexuality. Therefore, mother will forget about the son. And son will, own son will forget, this is my mother. They are living together in future. Today also happening now, but in future, according to Buddha's advice, in the Cakkavattī Sihiyanāda Sutta, not my explanation, which is called in Cakkavattī Sihiyanāda Sutta, Adama Kama. It is not natural kama, natural craving, natural sexuality. It is more than that. In the world, the people are going to do that in future. And hatred. Normally we have hatred, but in future, the people have the more hatred. Now look at the world. We cannot advise to the children. We cannot advise to the youngest one, no? They say that man doesn't know anything. How he advised to me? I am very rich. I have so many things. Like that, no? If parents advise to the children, Children say, Mom and Dad don't know anything. Why are you advising to us? That is hatred. In future, this world will be dangerous. According to Cakkavatti Sihanada Sutta, there will be two bad incidents in the world. One is adama kama, not normal natural karma or natural craving or sexuality. More than that, as well as hatred, they do that. Therefore, it will be terrible. But if you can protect, if you have this hiri and otāpā, remember that if you are not Buddhism, doesn't matter, but please protect this too. Please protect hiri and otāpā. Hiri meaning shyness. Shyness to do something, unwholesome thing. I have found two words in Vinaya Pitaka, which is called Dussīla monks, that meaning immoral monks, and there is another monks called shyness monks. In our words, Dussīla saha alajji. Dussīla, somebody, we are unable to protect some Sīla, which is called Dussīla or immoral, but we can respect to that. Why? Immoral meaning he believes the Buddha's precepts. He knows rules and regulations, all the Vinaya things, and he respect to the morality, but he is unable to do that. But however, at least he respect to the precepts. But Alajji, what? He don't care. He said, no, this is the very traditional one, I don't want to protect. I don't believe that. I do what I want. This is my car, my petrol, no? In Sri Lanka we say, nobody can blame me, but Buddha say in Dasadhamma Sutta, Parapatibaddha me jivikāti abhinnam paccaveki dhammangs, and you have to accept others' dana like that. People will offer you, then try to do that. Parapatibaddha, and you always think, I am depend on with others, because of others. Then only you will have compassionate thoughts. You offer dana for me, then I think, these are my devotees, no? If I do job, if I do my own, if I collect own properties, you cannot blame, and I will say, this is my thing. You cannot criticize and blame. My car, my petrol. This is very dangerous in future. Some monks say, nobody can criticize me because I earn money, because therefore I have properties. But Buddha say, Parapatibaddha, you have to always think. The Buddha also, you think about the Buddha, how Buddha can say so many things, because Buddha is a prince. He had so many things, more than previous monks who had so many things, but he also always thinks, people offer dana for me, and I have to preach Dhamma out of compassion. Or if you accept your dana, that meaning you are like our parents, no? Our brothers, sisters, then we love for you. Then how that bondage, you think about that? But you have here, there are many families, but you have an individual family, no? But think about the monks. You don't know who am I correctly, but you respect everyone. Everyone worship to me. You believe me. That's the power of the morality. That's the power of the accepting dana. And we are dependent on your donation. And we are dependent on what you give. Otherwise, we cannot live here. We have to go to my country. because of your dedication, we are here. I am not saying that. Who said that? The Buddha said that. Parapatibaddha, the monks, you have to always think we are living due to people's donation like that. Then, alajji monks. What does alajji mean? He doesn't care anything. Buddha's word then, the dedication of the people, he doesn't care. He wants to live only without doing anything. Whatever he wants to do, he can do. And he doesn't believe Buddha's precepts, 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts. Doesn't believe. He say, I don't want any precepts like that. But Sīle is good because at least he respect to the Buddha's words. He respect to the morality. But he is unable to protect Sīle, but however he respect to the Buddha's words and respect to the people. He try to do something, but alajji is not like that. Then alajji is similar to hiri. Hiri meaning shyness. Then if people don't have shines to do something, that meaning it will be more terrible to the society. And otāpā, fear. You should have fear to do bad things, to do unwholesome things. If you don't have hiri and otāpā, world will be very dangerous. Then please, whether you believe or not Buddhism, but please protect hiri and otāpā. That means you need to protect and you need to consider those 2 theories. Otherwise, what will happen? Without these, even the love of parents for a child or the respect between teacher and student would not be enough to protect the world within them. However, there is safety, peace and trust. As well as the think of hiri and otāpā, like the brake of a car. Without brakes, even the best car will cause destruction with brakes. The car becomes safe and useful in the same way. Without moral concerns and moral fear, even an intelligent person may destroy themselves and others. With them, wisdom and compassion grow. Then think about hiri and otāpā. Please try to protect that. If you have that, that means you have a separation from sons and mother, daughter and father. But one day, daughter forget like this is my father. Father doesn't think that this is my daughter. Now you can imagine what will happen. The perception is a very powerful sapañña. If I think you are my sister, I have only 5 minutes like that. Then I will say one example. The Buddha Ananda, as I remember, Bhante Ananda asked from the Buddha, what about the thing girls, woman? I said that example, but I remind you to remind that, because if you don't have a perception means sapañña, world will be terrible. Then Buddha, Ananda Thero asked from the Buddha, what about thing girl, woman? The Buddha said, nadassanang ananda. At least you don't see. You don't see. Don't hurry, woman, because we have more explanation. Then that asks, sometimes the Bhante Ananda asks again, sometimes we have to meet. Okay, don't talk. Second theory. The first theory is what? The Ananda Thero asks, what about thing girl? At least don't see. You don't want to see the woman. Then second time you ask, no, we have to associate. Okay, you don't want, talk. Then if I have to talk, okay, reduce your talk. If I have too much talk, okay, you create perception, sañña. By thinking, if there is the oldest woman, please think like this is my mother. If they are very younger, think this is my younger sister, elder sister. Do you have any problems? No. Do you have any bad thoughts on your mother? No. If you have a perception, you can do anything. Then it is related to Hiriyan. Ātāpī, please make and cultivate your perception. Be awareness of that. You can deal with anyone. So, what are the benefits? I'm explaining very quickly. There's 5 benefits of Sīla. It mentioned Upanishansa Sutta, Saññutta Nikāya. If somebody protects Sīla, who can achieve abhipavatisāra, morality gives rise to non-remorse. And avapatisāra, pamoccā. From non-wrongs comes joy. Pramocca pīti. Joy leads to rapture or uplifting gladness. Pīti passaddhi. Rapture calms the body and the mind, brings tranquility. Passaddhi sukha. From tranquility comes happiness. Sukha samadhi, happiness support deep concentration. Samadhi, yathā jnana dassanam. It is quite similar to come and see. Ehi passika. Now you can understand by yourself. Yathā jnana samadhi comes yathā jnana dassanam. Concentration leads to wisdom, seeing things as they truly are. Jnana nibbeda, viraga vimutti, wisdom gives rise to disenchantment, to disattachment, and finally to freedom, liberation of the heart. Now you can see the benefits. Finally you can achieve higher position of wisdom in your life. From Sīla, now you can see how it is rotated. The Angulimala changed his life because of morality. He promised to, he refrained from killing anyone. Yeah, after Buddha saying his Dhamma Talk, he decided to stop killing anyone. So, after that, who was able to change his life, he gave up killing, took up morality, become a monk, and later attained arahantship. And there is another story in Jātaka story, Rajovada Jātaka. In that Jātaka, very big story, but I mention only the spirit of the story. A forest fire spread across the land. A mother bird refused to abandon her eggs. She closed to give her life, protecting them. Just as the bird protect her eggs, we must protect our morality with courage and love. Then, Sīla for world harmony. This is very important. In Mahaparinibbāna Sutta, the Buddha explained that when morality declines, society declines. Remember that. When morality declines, societies decline. But when morality is upheld, society flourish. Think of the problems in the world today was complete corruption and distraction of the environment. At the root is greedy hatred, delusion. So then, according to this, what is the medicine for all the problems? Sila. Then how we can practice that? Non-violence instead of aggression, generosity instead of exploitation, truthfulness instead of deception. So those are the things. Then finally I would like to conclude my Dhamma talk today. The Buddha advised to us, if you want to remove inner problems and the outer problems, or there is a problem, one of the Deva asked from the Buddha, there is a problems inside and outside. How we can solve the problems? Then the Buddha say, don't worry. Then I will give the solution by preaching one of the most important statement, Sīle, patiṭṭhāya, naro, sapañño. Please protect Sila, samadhi and concentration, wisdom. And you have to protect your Sila. How? Protect morality like a lapwing guards her eggs. Protect morality like a peacock guards its tail. Protect morality like a mother guards her only child. Protect morality like a person guards his only eyes. So that's how you have to protect your morality. Furthermore, with Sila supported by the guardians of the world, Hiri and Ātāpī, we find safety, peace and liberation. Then please try to protect your precepts. At least if you are unable to protect precepts, please respect to the precepts. If you don't like to respect, please protect Hiri and Ātāpī at least. Hiri and do shyness to do unwholesome and fear. Please try to develop Hiri and Ātāpī. Please protect that. Then only you will be a good person to the society. Okay, thank you very much for listening Dhamma Talk today. Today, Dhamma Talk is sponsored by Mr. Manjulan, Rukmani, Malkanti, and their children, Chenuli and Sandali.